Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, traders. What is going on, man? How is everybody doing? Let's go. Let's go. It looks like ES is topping out here. Getting a little shaky at the highs. Getting a little bit shaky at the highs. I did trade the London session. Ended up 120 per account or something like that. Over the day, I did trade the Asian session too. I didn't do too well in the Asian session, but I did really well in the London. So yeah, that's where we're at. I was gonna keep a runner, but I just closed it all. Caught that bump off the bottom. The big bounce off the bottom. We got it. We caught it. Caught it, y'all. We got it, y'all.
Support Kush sessions on Patreon.
FOMC day today.
/Kush sessions.
FOMC day today. Look at this guy. Look at his face. Look at his dirty, dirty face. Is he gonna pump the markets or is he gonna crash them? We don't know. Nobody knows. So yeah. So yeah. Check out the old crypto news. Check out the old crypto news. See what's going on around. See what's going around the town. Anything fun around here? Anything fun? A lot of strategic reserve bills going in. Who's this guy, man? Get the size of his nose. So yeah, big news today at 10:30 we got crude oil. This shouldn't be too crazy with crude oil, but then FOMC is fucking huge, right? That's at 2. I won't be around for that one. I'll probably be out of the market already. So just let that sit. Let that sit. I'm gonna clean up the charts today a bit. Clean up these charts a bit, man. You know, still relevant. Kind of looking a bit toppy, man. Really looking a bit spooky. Kind of there, maybe new lows. Yeah, that's kind of all we're looking at, or a new high. It's already taken. It's already taken. I kind of think this is gonna dump. We shall see. We shall see. Just keep an eye on this high. RTY already took the liquidity, so yeah, this is still all, everything's still kind of in the same boat here. Not too much needs to change there. Let me just move that up a bit. This isn't looking very good for ES, man, really. Looking kind of toppy. I'm gonna wait for the market open to happen. See what happens there. What's going on, Nancy? Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. We did all right in London. We got 400 per account, but we did shit yesterday, so really just like I haven't really been trading the best, man. In the last month, we're up a bit. I don't know. This is since I started these accounts. So, you know, I guess it's all right. It's not the worst. We're up a bit. I just feel like we should be up more. You know what I mean? And this was yesterday. This big slide yesterday. That's kind of a kick to the teeth, right? So, you know, not the greatest, not the worst. Not the greatest, not the worst. Up about $700 per account over the last, since we started these, since March. What is this? Since March 7th. Yeah, since March 7th. It's like a week and a half. Not too bad, but not, you know, not as good as I would have liked. Would have liked this. I wouldn't. I would like yesterday. I would have liked to not see a big slide. You know what I mean? I lost too much yesterday. Yesterday I went from. Yeah, I lost like $500 yesterday. Not good. My account, big swings. Yeah, in my portfolios here, it's like up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah. That's trading, I guess. We did get a decent position on London session. We took the opening range breakout through that here. This right here. So this is the opening range. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. I was a little worried because, you know, they're pushing up on this level, but they did break to the upside in the opening range. So we took the retest and then I took PTs here. I actually took some PTs here too, but the majority of the position went off here. Yeah, the pump always happens at the start. I did play Asia too, but I didn't do as well in Asia. I should have closed the trade, right? I had a profitable trade, but then I just let it run and then I got stopped out. I got stopped out here. I should have just stopped. I should have really. I'm just gonna not trade Asia, I think, anymore. Like the range is always tight, right? It's not worth it. So I think that was the last time I'm going to trade Asia. I don't think I'm going to trade it too much anymore. But London, there's always movement in London. London always has lots of movement. At least for the first opening, the opening hour or whatever. Just like I trade the New York. The old Bitcoin. Still going. Still going. Kind of an interesting area. They did hold this though. I have a feeling that we're gonna go to 86 Bitcoin. This one, yeah. Maybe this one. It's 89. It's kind of already been done. Oh, this is what I was looking at before. It's this one here. This right here. This one. And I've already did it here. Hello. TJ. What's shaking, brother? Welcome in, welcome in. Anyway. ES. How's it going? It's going great. It's going awesome, man. We're up $400 per account. Let's go. Today's performance up 400 per account. Let's go. LFG, baby. Banger London session. Let's go. I trade high time frame. Trade all time frames. Mainly on the funded accounts, we're like on the prop accounts, we're mostly trading intraday, right? So you're definitely keeping an eye on the higher time frame, but I usually just trade on these accounts, just trade the opening range breakout, and then coinciding with price action, right? So whatever's happening in price action. And then I'm usually in the trade, and I'm out of the trade within like an hour usually. Most of I usually just trade like the first hour and a half of the sessions. So I'll trade the first hour and a half of London, and I'll trade the first hour and a half of New York, and then that's it. But higher time frames, I definitely look at. Like I'll look at that for my stock portfolio and for crypto for sure. How about yourself, TJ? Your lowest time frame is 4 hours. Yeah, that'll be like when I'm trading stocks. The lowest time frame I'll look at usually is like 4 hours. I usually trade on like the weeklies and dailies, and then like 4 hours for entry for stocks. But for futures, you can't do that. You need to trade on, like, you have to have like the 5-minute chart up. I even have, like, I have it all set up over here where it's like, this is, I usually trade the ES. So this is the 15-minute, the 4 hour, so you can have an idea of where you're at. The 5-minute, I usually look at 5-minute for entries, and then I usually have the tick chart. This is the 15-second chart over here, just to give you a little bit more insight of what's going on right at the entry. This is our trade that we did today on ES this afternoon. Took it right here. And then profits. You kind of have to trade it like that because it's when you're trading prop accounts, you have to have all your positions closed by the end of the day. So like you can only trade a little bit, right? Like you're only capturing like a portion of the move. But even this move here was like worth, you know, I entered here and I took most of my profits out here, and that was worth $400. You know what I mean? Per account, 400 times 6. So yeah, it's all the same. It doesn't really matter which time frame you trade, right? Like the price action is all, it's all very similar. On like when you start getting on like the 1 minute chart or like the tick charts, it starts getting a little washy. FTMO, is that a prop firm? I don't know them. I use Apex and Top Step is the two that I've used. Yeah, I think I've heard of them, but I just never traded with them before. Would be kind of cool to have a swing trade account though. Would be kind of cool. So what are you guys' thoughts, man? What are your thoughts in the open here? ES is failing the high here. So is NQ. If we fail here, it's like look up below, you know? Well, they're futures contracts, right? So depends what you're trading. If you're trading if you're trading the micros per point, it's let me see, on ES per point is $5. And then if you're trading that's on the micro account, on the micros. If you're trading the minis, it's $50 a point. So every $1 is $50. Every $1 is $5 on the micros. I usually trade the micros because the big boy contracts are just it gets a little crazy. It's a little too much for me, man. I mean, if you can, I'm not a very greedy person, you know. If I can make like $300 to $500 on micros, I'm cool with that. Times 6, that's good enough for me. That's a lot already. For me, I don't think there's not a reason for it to trade the big boys. What's up, Craftsman? Welcome in, brother. FTMO is for Forex, so not too interesting for me. Well, there is Forex futures contracts too, right? Like I have the 6E, so that's for this is the Euro USD, and then 6B, this is the Pound USD. These are the two main ones. The 6J is the Japan. So like, you know, you have access to it still. It's just in a futures contract, right? So like you still need to have your positions closed by the end of the day, and you You can't hold it for like swing trading when you're trading futures in prop firms anyway. If you have your own account with your own money, then yeah, you can hold it for the length of the contract. Contracts are 3 months long, I believe. So you can hold it for up to 3 months. Really, I just trade ES. Like, I have all this other stuff. I just trade ES basically. So guys, welcome in. Thank you guys all for stopping in today. Appreciate you. BTC long going good, yeah? That's good. I took the long on ES at the I took the long on ES during the London session. Pretty classic. Pretty classic. This looks like it's going down now though, so watch out. Pretty classic opening range right here, and then close above, retest the opening range, stops below, PT here, and then PT here. Can I go over Bitcoin? Sure. There's some news coming right now though, I believe. Oh no, nothing until 10 a.m. 10:30. Bitcoin. Yikes. So that has been kind of tested already on the daily. Just look at the 4 hour here. This level I have marked out is just it's already a tested level. So the big level to the downside, I've been calling it 69,420. So we'll still call it 69,420. They did have a slight gain, but you know, it's not a huge gain. They did have a slight gain over this. Kind of want you don't want them to lose this range anymore, right? So like if they start closing below here, below 80k, then it's game over, I think, and we're going to 70. So you don't want him to close below there anymore. The containment is here on the inside. This trend right here. You don't want them to you don't really want them to break this trend anymore. So, you know, they're holding it now. They could hold, there's one more spot here, right? They could go to. But if they start closing below that, it's not very you know, that's not very indicative for higher for sure, man. Like this level that they're banging into, it's been tested now before, and it's a daily level. It's the top of this daily swing, right here. So you can put it there. Like it's been tested now a bunch of times. So like if they keep approaching it, they're gonna break through, and then we'll see what happens above these 4 hours. I'd be kind of interested in this area on the lower time frame. Take the 4 hour here. Yeah, this is all tested up here though. This is tested, so it's not. There's nothing really to test. I'm sure there would be liquidity here, but like even if they take the liquidity, if they hold this on the breakout zone, then all this is tested. So it's the next untested 4. Even that's tested now. That's tested. This is tested. Yeah, everything is tested, right? So I would kind of expect them, if they can do that, you know what I mean? Like this is a pretty big area for them to get above. They're trying to, right? You can see that they're trying to. It's gonna be very dependent on what happens today, man, honestly. The FOMC. But yeah, if they get above this area, let's just put a box here. If they get above this area and they hold that area as support, then I think it's smooth sailing up until this range here, up until here. Yeah, I would think it would be smooth sailing until here.
For more info, go to cushsessions.com.
But they need to do that first, right? Like they can't. Yeah, this is all just pie in the sky shit right now. Like we need to see closes up here. They need to close it up here, right? And then they need to hold this also. And then if that happens, then we're probably going here. But they could, if they don't hold here, then we're probably going to 70. Like it's that's kind of how it is, right? It's kind of the two. I know it's like kind of stupid. It's either we're going up or we're going down. Yeah, thanks a lot, whiz kid. You know what I mean? But that's just how it is. What's going on, Too Good, bro? Thanks for dropping in, man. What was the ETH pump about? I don't know. Didn't even look at it. What, just in the last 4 hours? It's just because the whole all the other markets pumped too. So they're pumping right into a level of resistance here. I really would have just put it there. So we'll see. We will see. Getting back above like these levels over here. Let me just put this on the daily here for a second. This is kind of the last one. So this is the big level to get back above, right? Need to have like daily closes up above here for ETH. So if we start getting daily closes above there and they start using this as support, and not going back below this level where they're at right now, You know, you don't want them to go back below that now, right? Why does that keep deleting? What's going on here, man? Yeah, you don't want them to go back below that. If they're actually gonna do this, right? So like if they're gonna go, then this needs to hold. The very least, that I would say this needs to hold, the top of this. So that's the area that needs to hold. And then once they get above here and like take some liquidity up here, if they do, they need to hold this. And then if all that happens, then you can look at this area here for the long. The safer way to do it is just to not this area here. The safer way to do it is just to wait. And you could take little shots on like this level here. But like the big money would come in when this level starts holding, and they would capture this move from here to here. Because if they don't hold this level, then we're going to, like, you know, far down, man. We're going down here. Maybe even farther. Here, I would think. Yeah, man, like half of my portfolio is in ETH, so like I still think ETH is pretty good in the long term. A lot of shit here, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things that are lining up with this level, right? A lot of things. This move that made this, you know, there's a big gap here. You know, there's a lot of things that are lining up with that level. 17, around 17, so if they did pump it, it would be a front run of that. They did take the liquidity. No, they didn't even take the liquidity yet. Yeah, I kind of feel like there is one more push down coming, boys. It's just my opinion. They didn't take the liquidity here. Usually they need liquidity to move it, to make like big moves. So kind of expect this to fail. Kind of fail where they're at now. Yeah, that's not a good idea, Crossman. You need to play the chart. Even though the charts look similar, you still need to play the chart on the alts. Would the gaps ever be market makers' liquidity? Yeah. It's kind of like what the gaps when you see a gap like this. So all that is just a ton of people got into the market at this area, right? A whole bunch of people got into the market at this area, so this is liquidity. So sometimes can be fake gaps, not really. Not like there are imbalances in the market that you don't really pay attention to, you know what I mean? Like this isn't a good example because that's still kind of something. Just trying to find one here for you. It's hard on ETH, really. Like even the ones that you don't really pay too much attention to, they still act as liquidity, right? Like there's one here, right? There's a gap, there's an imbalance here, and it still acted as liquidity, right? The gaps that you want to be paying attention to are gaps that gain, right? So when you have like when you're at the bottom of a range, and you have a gain, right? You have a gain over this. When they create a liquidity gap, it means that there's an untested level, right? It's just an easy way to think about it. You don't really play the gap. You're playing the order block, playing the swing, right? But when you see them gain or lose a swing like this right here, see right here where they so they're going up, and then this swing was created. They made a new high, then they blasted through it right here. See, they lost this level and they blasted through it and they left a huge gap. So this is liquidity gap. These are the gaps that you're supposed to pay attention to, right? For moves in the opposite direction. Do I ever take trades on stream? All the time, bro. I took I'm up $400 per account today. I'm just waiting for the New York session to open. I'm up 420 times 6. Yesterday was not good though. Yesterday I was down 500. So this is my this is the like I'm doing this live on stream for everybody to see all the time, right? So it's like there's no hiding here. I post all the results. I post them in the Discord. So you know there's no shenanigans going on around here, bro. This is the full account. So we started this 2 weeks ago. We're up $753 times 6. We were as high as $1,389 times 6. So yeah, we take the trades come on stream at 9:30. So right at market open is when I'll take trades. Sometimes a little bit before, but not very frequently. Like usually I wait for the open. Usually I do wait for the open. I have been liking the opening range break trading style lately. Let's look at this and tar edge and then tar edge. Oh, did I spell it wrong? God damn it. God damn it, Crossman. Why do I have so many accounts? So they did gain, but they didn't close above, right? And they kind of closed. Yeah, like I said already before, this is good time to start adding already. Even if we get one more push down, is that really going to make that big of a difference in the long? If this is like long-term stuff, you know, it's 20% to the lows. I don't know why I have so many accounts. So there's a couple reasons. One, because I do this through Apex. The 50k accounts were dirt cheap. They were $30 each, so I got 6. When you're looking at one account and you're seeing you're up $300 or whatever, and you're like, all right, that's not too bad, $300 up. It's a lot easier to process that mentally. You don't get so fucking jittery, you know what I mean, with the giant numbers. It's a lot easier to say I'm up $300 versus I'm up $1,800, you know what I mean? Or I'm up $1,000 versus I'm up $6,000. So it's a lot easier for me to process that. So that's why I just trade one account, and then I copy trade. See, I have the copy trader here set up, and it just copy trades to all the other accounts that I have. See? Can you see all the accounts here? Yeah, see? So I have my one main account, and then it copies it over to the other 5. So I'm trading on 1, and it's copying it to 5. That's why I do it anyway. You can, even through Apex, you can do a bigger account if you want. But for me, and for most people, man, honestly, like once you start getting into big numbers, it gets a little, like, it's like a mind fuck, you know what I mean? A little bit. So like, it's better to just keep her to normal size accounts, you know what I mean? So I'll just do 6 50k accounts instead of doing like 250k account or whatever the fuck. It's a lot easier, man, mentally to just process that shit. I find anyway. I don't know, I'm sure other people it's not as crazy, but for me it's a little bit of an issue, man. When you start seeing, you'll start cutting your trades early, you know what I mean? Because like you're like, oh fuck, you know, $700 or, you know, fuck, $1,500. No problems there for sure. Apex is fine. They just have a rule that where when you're doing a withdrawal, 30% of your profits couldn't have come from one trade. So there's a consistency rule. So you just need to make sure that you gotta make sure that you can't, like, they have a few rules, right? Like, they're all common sense rules, but like, you can't just go and like buy 20 contracts in the regular NQ and like just hope to hit, and then if you hit, get a payout. That just doesn't work like that. You'll get flagged for gambling, and there's a gambling rule, and then there's a rule for 30% consistency. So like, you couldn't have made all your profit in one trade, you know what I mean? Like, you need to make it over at the very least 5 trades. And then they also don't want you doing hedging, so you can't hedge. Like, I can't take a trade on ES long and on NQ short at the same time. So they don't want you hedging at the same time. You can still hedge, but they don't want you to hedge at the exact same time. And then that's basically it. And you can trade the news, you can do whatever, as long as and then your trades just need to be closed by the day's end. If you do leave them open, they'll close them for you. Yeah, if you check out that link, Mainline Trades, on Linktree, you'll see, or if you type links in chat, it should pop up on YouTube too, or just Google Mainline Trades. That's everywhere. You'll see the website. It has the affiliate link on there for you if you want to check it out. I think they have a 70% discount on right now, or 80%. Also, to pass there's an evaluation process, right? You need to pass. Once you pass the eval, then you're good. And they don't really care about the eval. So evals you can pass in one trade if you want. So you can go in there and gamble and just try. And if you lose, oh well, buy another account. You know what I mean? But yeah. My God, what do we got here, man? I don't even have the New York Open thing up yet. Holy shit, guys. What is going on here, man? Let's get the timer started. How long do we got? 40. What do we have? 40 minutes, 39 minutes, 38 minutes, 38. Zero. Zero. EA is allowed. What's an EA? What do you mean? I don't know what EA stands for. Make sure you guys join up on the Discord too. There's always some good trader chat going on in the Discord, especially if you're new. If you're new, that's the place to be, man. I'm in there. BDP Trading is in there. He's a professional trader out of South Africa. There's a few others, man, that are like, you know, we're professional traders, man. Like, we're doing this daily. Myself, I live in Bali. And I have a villa rental agency here. Bought from trading money. But now I have to build up my fucking accounts again. That's the way she goes. I wanted a safe investment. Safe. What are you guys thinking, man? Up or down? Yeah, that's kind of failed here, yeah. Holding where they needed to, though. See, man. See what happens. This looks pretty interesting up here still. There. All right, man. So we got. What are EAs, man? Do you guys know what EA is? I don't know what you're talking about, Kuba. EA. What's an EA? Today's stream might be cut a little short. I do have to go do a villa check-in, and the place is like 30 minutes away, so they're not showing up until 11 p.m. here, though. At the earliest. 11 p.m. Yeah, I did take the London Open. Already showed you on here. $400 per account, bro. $420 per account. Algo trading. You can't trade like the software that's used to trade on, you know, you can't do it automatically. You can use whatever indicators you want on your own, like on TradingView or whatever, but like you couldn't, you know, Quant Tower or the whatever software they're whatever other software that they offer. Tradeovate, I think they offer. So you can either do it through like Quant Tower or Tradeovate. You can't use algos with those platforms. Not that I know of anyway. I don't believe so. Regardless, it is not allowed to be done. I read it in the rules. I don't know if you can or not. But yeah, with Apex you cannot. You're not allowed to. I don't want to be algo trading anyway, man. You just want to trade properly. Really, like you should be like, if you're a trader, you should just focus on the opens, man. Like you focus on the start of the day and the end of the day if you want. Like for me, I can't do the end of the days. But so for me, I just focus on London Open right at the open for like an hour, and then New York Open right at the open for like an hour. That's enough, you know what I mean? You can get enough out of the market just with 2 trades, you know, or like 3 trades maybe a day. That's all you should be doing. Anything more than that, you're over trading. I don't know too much about algo trading, but you know, I can't see it being that good. You even zero trades sometimes, you know what I mean? Yesterday I forced trades, you know. Yesterday I was forcing trades, and like fucking, you see what it got me? I lost $400, and I was forcing trades. I should have just not took the trade. Like I was trying to get this trade short yesterday. Yeah, this right here. This was the first candle, so I was trying to get this on the 5 minute yesterday. Yeah, look, I still have it marked out. So I was trying to get a re-add there. They did pull back, but they didn't pull back enough. When I missed that trade, I should have just fucking left. You know what I mean? I should have just like said, all right, I guess I'm out. Then I tried to force some bullshit trade on euro. It's the last time I trade euro too. I'm not trading that anymore. Just trading ES. That's it. ES and NQ if I can get it in on NQ. Pretty good test here on the 5 minute. This would have been a decent little scalp. See when they gained this, they gained it with a gap. They left a gap here, so it's an untested level. So when they test that level again, they bounce it. Once you get this initial move, like, you know what this is worth with 5 contracts? Just this little move. It's worth $193 per account. Just that little move. Everything's tested up here, so If they do keep going, they're probably gonna blast it, and they're probably gonna test this opening range from yesterday. Twenty-seven minutes. 27 minutes to go, boys and girls. Where is BDP, man? Where's this guy been? Where's this guy even go? Well, I'm gonna go for another quick smoke. 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Leave you guys with the tunes. I'm back and I have my cat. I'm back and I have my cat, man.
Support Kush Sessions on patreon.com/Kush Sessions.
Uh-huh. 20 minutes, folks. 20 minutes. $20, man. What do we think here, boys? What are we thinking? Doing all right, BDP. We're doing all right. Pulled 400 per account in London. Caught the bounce. Yeah, you are late to the party. Get your money making pants on. It's fucking 17 minutes till go time. What are your thoughts here, man? They didn't take out the Asia highs. Did NQ? No, they didn't. They didn't take out the Asian session highs. Kind of getting the feeling that this is gonna dump like crazy. See what the FOMC says. That's not till later though. I'll be in and out of trades before then. Yeah, I know. I saw that. Good trade, brother. Yesterday I fucked it up though, man. Like I'm still down from yesterday. Oh, you more than doubled that? Nice. Congratulations, bro. It's awesome. This is BDP's from yesterday. So you ended with like $1,000 per account. Nice. Just over 1.1. Let's go, brother. It's dope. Love to hear it. Yeah, it was pretty classic open range break on the for the London session here. Here, the retest of that is where I got involved, and then I took PTs here and then PTs up here. Oh, 100%. I'm gonna wrap up in the first hour. I'm just taking the initial move, and I'm gonna be out. I have to go do a check-in today in fucking Pernan. It sucks because it's like 30-minute drive away, and then I just have to fucking sit there and wait for these guys to come in from the airport. I tried to get this guy to get a keyless entry, you know, just he won't do it. He says he likes the personal touch. Fucking personal touch my ass. You know? Flooded bathroom. Oh shit. God damn it. I've been dealing with trying to hire staff during it's a dual feature here. It's like the Muslim Christmas basically. So all the workers are from Java. And they're all Muslims, so like they all go home for Christmas. So it's hard to find all my employees are from Java. It's hard to find replacements. So I've been dealing with trying to hire people today. Fucking I hired 3 housekeepers and only 1 showed up. Where right after like I talked to them all this morning, and they were all like, "Yep, we're coming on 100%, sir." And then 1 shows up. I'm like, "You fucking liars, dude! You liars!" And the one even messaged me back and said, I couldn't come today, but I can still come like the rest of the days." I'm like, "No, man, forget it." You know, like, what are you talking about? We needed you today for training, you know? Fuck. It's so stupid, man. Sorry, I missed the whole shift today, but can I still have the job? No, you can't have the job still. Yeah, man, you're done for sure. Get the fuck out. Don't lose my number, you know? The workmanship here in Indonesia is just, it's not the same like the West. You know what I mean? Really fucking hard to find good help, man. It's already hard to find good help in the West, you know. Here it's like it's almost non-existent. You know, you just take what you can get. If you find someone good, you just start paying them extra because they're good. Buys coming in Bitcoin. Kind of an interesting spot, man, for Bitcoin. Already tested this area multiple times, but you know, keep banging up against it. We might be in store for you know, up here. All right, man, 9 minutes. 9 minuits. I don't think that this holds at all. Maybe for a bounce. We're kind of like at a pretty, you know, pretty big crossroad here at 80, you know, this level here. So we'll see if they can gain this, then we're probably going to like 89. Right, folks. Yeah. Let's see if we can continue the winning streak here today. Just continue it. Looking a bit dumpy, kind of. The area has to hold, or it's like look out to down here. I will take a trade in either direction. Either longs to sweep the Asia highs, or, and probably runners until this up here, or shorts to sweep the lows. Don't like this swing too much in the middle here. There is still a spot there that they could bounce it. All right, man. 3 minutes. Buys coming in. Pushing into a tested zone too. This is all tested up here. Quite the move pre-market. Q close to taking the liquidity here. Twenty seconds. All right, here's the open. Let's get it, boys. Didn't like that big candle pre-market. Kind of sucks. Is NQ taking the Asian session highs? Same with NQ and ES too, both. See how much liquidity this dumps. Wait the candle, man. Want to pump it, man. Looking like they want to pump it. This opening range candle is like, you know, it's too big. Right. We have our opening range. Big range, 10 points. I honestly, I'd rather short this because we just took the Asian session highs. So I'd rather aim for the lows down here. It'd be a better trade. They swept the lows. Sweeping the lows of the day. Trying to hold this range. See on the tick chart here. They're trying. If we have a 5-minute close inside, I'll try to take longs. Aim for the top of the range. Probably wait for the tick to gain first. Pretty bullish candle. So far, let's see. See how they close it. Super bullish. $135. That's not too bad. Okay, I'm gonna get in long here. $180 stop. Added 2 more. Gonna add 2 more again. All right. Oh no, this isn't looking good, boys. Stopped. I don't know how. The candle didn't even go there. How did I get stopped out? I mean, it went there now. So we're going to be looking to set up a short on this now. I'm just going to market short this. I have a little bit bigger stop than I wanted, but that's okay. 343 stop. Bit rough. This is going to be a long target down. Targeting sweeping the lows. Gonna add 2 more here. $440 stop. That's it though. Really. Cannot have more than that. Oh no. So much for having a good day. Rough. That's it for me for trading for today. It's a rough go. Get fucked in both directions like that. Down 400 on the day. I take one more stab at a short here. Okay, they kind of gained it. One more long try with like super deep target. Just a small trade. Dude, the stop is huge, man. I'm gonna just put my stop up here to the like the lows. Taking 2 off here, and we'll just have a runner. Still pretty brutal, man. This is awful. I'm leaving this for FOMC and everything. I'm just gonna leave the whole thing. I'm not even gonna have a target. No target. Anyway, that's gonna be the stream, boys. I have to go and do work. So that's trades. Kind of sucked today. What are you gonna do? Let's have a look at the account balance actually, because we're getting in kind of trouble here. 50,381. Yeah. So we'll leave it at that. Hopefully tomorrow's better. Thanks for stopping in, guys. We'll catch you next time, yeah?